you probably weren't born when Bill started working here, but he was the first full-time employee of Beaver Mountains that was not related. So, and he started,
got paid.
yeah, and he started in 1968 when they were building the Dream. He and Ted were best friends, and so he's really missing the opportunity. He really wanted to be here, but he has had this glorious piece of equipment in his garage for a long time, and he wanted to share this with you. The hammer. This hammer has finally returned to its rightful home. It has been in protective custody with Bill Gruey since 1998. Originally conceived and built by Ted C. Holzer in 1968, the hammer was used to install bullwheel rubber, you know how easy that is, on the facelift Little Beaver and Harry's Dream. It served its purpose well for many years. This hammer carries countless stories, if only it could tell them. Thank you to Beaver Mountain and the C. Holzer family for being such an important part of our family's life. From the Grueys. As soon as it snows, our third generation of Gruey children and grandchildren are going to start working in guest services. But I think every one of our kids have worked here for Ted and Marge at some point in their life. We love you.
Oh, that's a hard, emotional way to start. Okay, once again, I have to say thank you for all of you for coming, and please excuse my notes because I do not speak in front of groups. I don't do it well, and it terrifies me. There's so many people to thank. A big thanks to partnering with us to have this event happen. And to Lundell Builders and all the many subs. There are so many great subs. It's hard not to acknowledge them all. And especially to Travis Johnson, Adrian Palmer, Ben and Brandon for their expertise, their kindness, and most of all, their patience with me. Perhaps most importantly, I forgot to tell you one more thing that's terrible when I speak is I get too emotional. Most importantly is thank you to my son Travis and his wife Christy, who run our business, as well as having overseen this entire project. They have been juggling so many balls, I wondered if their brains were going to burst. They have made all of this possible. Thanks also to Dave Eames, who has added his wisdom and expertise with us right from the start. And thanks to all of our other kids and our grandkids, who are such a great supporters of Beaver Mountain, and we love them all so much and appreciate all their support. And our staff, and most of them are here today. I'd like to name them all, but I won't, but you know who you are. And I think we have the best staff of anybody, anywhere. My in-laws started Beaver Mountain in 1939 without even a road in from the highway, selling those meager tickets to the rope tow out in the cold in army coats and winter boots. They both had full-time jobs, which was necessary. No one got paid for work at Beaver Mountain. My husband Ted, his brother and two brother-in-laws all donated nights, weekends, and holidays, and were never paid. No one was paid. There was no money for that. Bill Gruey was the first one that got paid. I wonder what Ted would think. I wonder what Harold and Luella would think of Beaver Mountain today and how it has grown. I hope they would be happy with the growth and the progress. We built this cabin because we have grown out of every inch of what I used to think was a very large lodge. And there's a picture back there of the original start of the lodge before, I think it was either 3 or 4 add-ons. And I thought at that time it was a very large lodge. And I guess that's a good problem to have because the business has grown. One of the best things about my job at Beaver Mountain is the personal touch, getting to know the people. Now I'm seeing 3 generations of Beaver families. Our biggest desire is that we hope that we can help every single person to have the best time possible when they come here. When we get through here, when you've heard all these accolades, please enjoy walking through our new cabin, and hopefully you will also be remembering all the history and the hard work that got us here. And thanks so much again for taking the time out of your day to be part of our special day. Thank you.
I always have to follow her, and that's tough. So, echoing Marge, thank you all. It's a full house. Appreciate everybody coming. Just a little bit about our schedule today. We're not really always just sadistic enough to make people come to ribbon cutting at 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Our rental shop is going to open at 11 today to issue season rentals, so they've been hurriedly getting that space ready to do that. And our ski patrol has a training today at 11 as well, and then we are training with Life Flight Air Ambulance after that. So that's why the 9 a.m. start. And I think everybody's heard the name of this facility is the Cabin. The real name of this facility is Marge's Cabin, but we were banned from putting that in printing. They told her we were going to put a 7-foot font on the front of the building, and I forgot to get that out of the will at that point. One quick note, we are still fighting our drinking water situation here. I think you've probably seen the signs, but just wanted to remind everyone that we do not drink the water. We have plenty of bottled water around if you need it. Apologize for that. It's mid-November, and we're working on it. So hopefully that gets fixed sooner than later. But I would also like to thank Off-Premise Catering for the spread here this morning. That is our food and beverage partner up here, and they will be running the 39er Cafe upstairs. I think Marge said it all, but Lundahl Building Systems, I told Travis's wife this morning, I think I spend more time with him than she does, and she thought that was accurate. But yeah, this is 2.5 years at this point, so it's nice to see this. The end is in sight. And if you squint really hard, you'll see signage around here and not any paint that needs to be fixed. We've still got a few things to do, but we are definitely on the home stretch. But a big thanks to all the Lundahl crew. I think there's a picture up here of it, but if you didn't notice it, when you walk in the building, on the ridge beam out front, there's a Beaver Mountain weather vane, and that was provided by Todd Lundahl and his staff, and that was a surprise to us, and it's super awesome. I was joking with Todd saying we don't really like to see it turn much because we don't like the wind to blow, but it does do that occasionally. Sitting up front here is our architect, David Berry, with VSA Architects. Flew into town for this, and we've spent a lot of time on Zoom meetings with David, and he's been on site plenty throughout this process, but he can tell you more about this space than I can, nuts and bolts wise. Thanks to the Cache Chamber and the Rich County Chamber, Jackie with Rich County, and Jamie Andrus and her staff. We do have some folks here, some cohorts of mine from the Cache Visitors Bureau. Julie Hollis-Terrell couldn't make it today, but some of her board is here as well. Brad Peterson and Shawnee Arby from Cache Valley Bank. We have I've spent considerable time with them as well. And we're glad they made it here today. The president and CEO of Ski Utah, Nathan Rafferty, has joined us today. Usually he's just here with his ski gear on, so it was nice to see him here in the fall. Our Beaver Mountain Ski Patrol Board of Directors, we have a good showing of those folks here today, and the board president, Doug Heyer. And like I said, they've got some chores to do this afternoon, but a huge part of our operation, obviously. And we also have a lot of our more tenured ski and snowboard instructors here, and they have a nice new locker room right behind us over here. I would also like to acknowledge and thank our family and partners, Jeff and Annette West, who helped us get to this point. They were smart enough to sell off into the sunset before this happened, but they helped make all this possible. Again, the Beaver Mountain team has been amazing. We do have the best people, and I guess it's a deadline, but for these ladies and gents that have prepared the retail space upstairs and the rental shop, there's been a lot of grinding, a lot of work done. I mentioned to a few people today, I feel like I've been in an episode of Extreme Home Makeover the past couple of days. The handrail coming down the stairs right out here was, they were still welding on that at about 7 o'clock last night. So just ignore the spots that aren't painted, and it'll get touched up. And again, Christy and Marge, people ask who did this, who did that. There was a lot of dinner table conversations, got tired of looking at paint samples, carpet samples, things of that nature, but it's nice to see it all come to fruition. This room was empty 4 days ago, I think. Nothing on the walls. We got the screens up, kind of got some temp stuff in here, but we think this space is going to be really, really nice in the future for the community and everybody that can enjoy it. And we're still figuring out how to operate out of it. But just to give you a little overview of what this facility is, this is obviously called the Aspen Room. We will have some of our events in here, but it is available for rental groups, corporate groups, weddings and such. And we have full audio and video throughout the facility. That is partially hooked up at this point. And down the hallway here, hopefully you found the restrooms. There are restrooms down this hallway, but if you hang a left right through there, that is our new ski and snowboard school space. And they've got a really nice locker room, break rooms. They even have a bathroom in there. The ultimate goal of this whole place, if nothing else, was to get Marge a bathroom in her office. And we did that. So I think most of you made it upstairs this morning, but the guest service level above us is where we will sell tickets and snow sports lessons. All of the wood on the back wall of that has been repurposed from the old ticket office. So shout out to Kurt Bradshaw, the carpenter that made all that happen, and he recreated Marge's ticket windows as well on the back wall. One of those goes into her office, the other one's a restroom, so that slide is down. We said we could see if anybody's in there, if we can keep the window open. And across the space up there is the 39er Cafe, which is a nod to the year of our founding, 1939. Cafe manager Bella is up there, and she's got some treats up there as well. And then when you walk in on the left is the Beaver Retail Shop. It was always kind of a running joke up here that the old retail shop was the darkest hole in Beaver Mountain. You kind of had to stumble into it. So those folks have a really nice space. Seems like somebody even gave Kathy a picture of a window at some point because she always wanted a window to see outside. We put a webcam and a screen in there so she could see what it looked like, but they've got a nice piece of real estate up there now. The top half floor is an admin area. We have some offices and a conference room up there. That space is available to go walk through today, so please go look around. And tried to kind of make some notes about some key features of the space and things like that. We will have some staff around to answer questions, show you around. We are starting an official open house for the public at 11, as I mentioned. We do have nice new bathrooms up there. We actually remodeled the bathrooms in the old lodge this summer because we were bored. But it kind of became clear that these new restrooms were so shiny and nice that nobody was gonna go in the old lodge anymore. So those restrooms got taken down to the studs and remodeled. That is not open today because it did not get clean. But that's gonna be awesome in that space this year too. I think that's sorely needed, and it turned out really nice. We do have an elevator, obviously, and if anyone needs that, our elevator has not been inspected yet, but we were lucky enough, we got an employee from the elevator company to come join us today, and he can operate it, but we cannot. So he's spending his Saturday at Beaver Mountain. But again, appreciate everyone. When we cycle out of here, we're doing our official ribbon cutting upstairs, right in front. And after that, feel free to wander around the space and enjoy. And again, thank you all for coming. Appreciate it.
You know, my history at Beaver Mountain, I came to school to Logan, to Utah State for college. I happened to turn in an application at Beaver Mountain. Uncle Reed hired me in the rental shop in the early 90s. I can't imagine where my life would be to this day. My degree's in business, but the things I've learned being part of Beaver Mountain, from Marge and Ted, from Reed and Dixie and Will and Elaine, from Jeff and Annette, watching Marge now and her grace that she handles everything with, from watching Travis. I'm really humbled to be able to have been part of it through the growth. The growth could not have happened without all of you, that you've supported us and helped us get to this stage. This building is because of your support. And I want to send a big thank you to all of you, to our extended family, because it is a big family. And even with this new building, our goal is to keep it as our big family. It's hard as it's grown. We have people from Salt Lake who don't understand our community feelings, and it's hard when they come in. But being able to try and keep that as close to the heart as we can, thank you for being part of that with us. And we are gonna adjourn now to upstairs to do a ribbon cutting. So if we could head that way, thank you all for coming, and God bless all of you.
There's a few chairs over here, so come on in, fill in over here, and then once the Seaholtzers get up here, and the family and the staff, we're gonna have them fill in right here behind me with me. But we're gonna have, pull this tight, we're gonna have Christy, Travis, right here, all family, up right here, right next to the ribbon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, I'm used to saying afternoon. I'm Jamie Andrus from the Chamber, Cache Valley Chamber of Commerce, and this is Jackie. Oh my God. All of a sudden I got Amy in my head. I have a sister, Jackie, and a daughter, Amy, and I was just getting it all confused. We are so excited that you're here. We're just going to take some photos first, right here. So family, pull right up close, right up, and then staff, and then we want, so just hold it over the ribbon like this, down a little, don't cut it, 'cause it's really hot. Okay, photo. Okay, staff. All of the Beaver Mountain employees, please file in behind if you're in the audience, wherever they are. Come on in. Hurry, it's cold.
It's you, Perry.
All right. Get up here. Everybody, Cindy, everybody that works in the office and the lodge, move right up in. Amy, you guys get right up here. Okay, now, everybody step it up, closer. There you go. Okay, we're gonna do, we're gonna do a countdown. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys are welcome to